What's up, YouTube? Hopefully y'all are having an absolutely phenomenal day. It has been a while since we've done one of these. I got to do these more often. I'm planning to do these more often. Consider them like patch update developer special program type of videos where we kind of just get on camera, get on video, and we have a heart-to-heart discussion about like what's the next thing you should expect in terms of content priority, or just life updates, like important stuff that you got to know about the channel. And life over on my end's been absolutely fantastic, all things considered. Lost a few family members, lost a few friends. It is what it is. It comes with, time kind of going on and on. But all of that, tough side stuff put to the side, it's been fantastic with so many different opportunities. And we're in like the best era for being like a content creator, a streamer, and especially a gamer with all these brand new games coming out. And I kind of want to talk about everything you can expect on the channel, give a little update on some stuff that a lot of y'all are so confused on that we have been giving updates over on the YouTube community post. I update that super consistently. Highly recommend for you to check that out. Discord is probably going to be the best method of getting any type of updates for the channel in terms of content coming out, any life emergency stuff that happens. Discord's like my #1 point of content with you guys. Also Twitter, but also I totally understand if you don't want to be on Twitter because Twitter be kind of crazy. But changes coming to the YouTube channel. Let's talk about this, all right? First and foremost, I'm quitting. I'm leaving. Goodbye. Adios. Sayonara. YouTube streaming. Streaming, not content creation. YouTube streaming specifically. I'm not done streaming. I'm streaming over on Twitch now. I have been for the subathon, but I just want to be clear. It's not just for the subathon. In general, I am done with YouTube streaming. Unless it's a sponsored YouTube stream or it's just like a once in a blue moon, maybe I'll pop on and we can have like a Q&A discussion or something. I think that would be pretty cool. That way I could just chat with some of y'all, like once a month or something, or once every few months. But besides that, I'm done with YouTube streaming. Let me explain why. All right, there's 3 big reasons, maybe more, but I like to say 3 a lot. First, copyright. YouTube copyright protection and creator protection is absolutely horrendous right now. It's garbage. It's trash. Sayu has talked about this. Marco Meatball has talked about this. So many content creators talk about this all the time. If you watch Mina and you've seen her Strapped In podcast, that channel has had so many issues with videos being taken down or not being able to be published on time. It's horrendous right now. It's bad. It's been bad. It's only been getting worse. It was bad when I was YouTube streaming, but it's only gotten worse as time has progressed. Twitch doesn't have that problem. They actually, unironically, which is so funny because they did not have this at all back in the day. You guys know this because I used to talk mad trash about Twitch streaming. They got way more content creator protection tools available with being able to separate audio tracks from the live stream that you're doing. So to the point to where we can listen to copyright videos and music on Twitch live without getting copyright striked. I don't know if anyone remembers, there have been times I'll watch like a Genshin fan stream live on YouTube and like we've been striked before. I watched a Lindsey Sterling Genshin Impact fan cover of a Genshin Impact song and like that video got taken down live, like while we were streaming. Like the stream just stopped because they took it down, and it's only gotten worse since then. Videos have been getting demonetized left and right. The platform has been going absolutely horrendous, but I do want to make one thing clear. This is not going to slow down nor stop YouTube content creation in terms of videos. Videos has always been one of my biggest passions. I'm going to continue doing that no matter what happens, even if the, copyright gets even worse, yada, yada, yada. I like making videos, and YouTube has been, and sadly, I would love for there to be competition, but I do believe YouTube will always be the best video content creation platform to this day. It just is. It's the best way. Everyone's on YouTube. I think everyone's going to stay on YouTube when it comes to that. Now, with that being said, main story streams or live streamings, what does this all mean? All streaming will be done on Twitch. I'm sorry if that's not your cup of tea, but the other 2 big reasons why we're doing it, 2 moderation tools. Now, if you don't know this, streamers have what are called moderators. They are the hidden legends and MVPs of every community and every streamer. They purely, out of their goodwill, go and make sure spoilers are not being shared, leaks aren't being shared, and people that are trolls, toxic haters, aren't being spread around the community and ruining the vibes of any live stream that we do. Now, you can have moderators on YouTube streaming, but there are like literally no moderation tools. You can like ban someone, time someone out, and I genuinely think that's it. Over on Twitch, they have a whole dashboard. They got chat logs. They got features to where they can temporarily time you out for a certain amount of time. Then when they time you out or ban you, it sends the streamer, me, and the other moderators logs as to why they banned you and why they timed you out. So if a moderator is abusing their tools, we can see it and you can report it. It's just, there's so much over on Twitch from a feature standpoint that YouTube doesn't have, and I thought they were going to have, because 2 years ago, they made a promise that they were gonna add so many different YouTube live streaming tools, and it has been 1.5 to 2 years, and they have barely added any features, and it's been so sad to see and so disheartening. Whereas Twitch has unironically gone from a platform that I was heavily criticizing for the longest time to it being a lot more bearable now, and them actually adding new features and new tools to make streaming a lot better and a lot just more enjoyable, you know? Yeah, so moderation is another big reason why we're consistently streaming on Twitch. This is so that when we're doing story streams of any video game that we do, it's just a lot more enjoyable and it's a lot more bearable, and the vibes stay peak because the moderators are able to do a great job at keeping the vibes great. And also the culture, bro. The third reason why is like, dude, Twitch streaming culture has been so much better than YouTube streaming culture. Not blaming you guys. It's more of a platform thing. I will literally see the same people. You know who you are. I will see the same people over on my YouTube live stream chat go over to Twitch. They're just a lot more open. They're much bigger goofballs than usual. And part of that is because of the animated emotes, the emote culture, all the fun little effects that happen on stream, and like, you know, the things that are a lot more interactive with the streamer, and the fact that my biggest reason why, chat delay. Dog, this has always been a problem. We've talked about this on YouTube streams when we're doing story. There is like a 5 to 15 second chat delay, sometimes 3 seconds if we're lucky, on YouTube that is horrendous. It's so bad, bro. It's so bad, because we'll be having a discussion about like story or something, and I will say a point, I will read something in the chat, and then like you guys, I won't see your live response until like 5 seconds later. This has always been the case, and it makes certain conversations really weird. That's not a thing on Twitch. There is no delay with the chat over there. So that's another big reason why we're doing that. Yeah, that's like the main reason why we're doing Twitch streams instead of YouTube streams. Breaks my heart because I do know YouTube is a lot more accessible for the majority of you guys. And I know a lot of you guys are mostly on YouTube, but all I can say is, hey, if you want to join us on Twitch, we would love to have you. It's so much better than it used to be. Yes, it's a new platform, but in the same way when you try a new game for the first time, it's overwhelming with all the different UI features and everything, and you got to learn how to navigate the platform. It's the same way when you go on Twitch for the first time and you got to navigate a new platform with the different UI and the different layout. It's gonna be overwhelming because of the fact it's new and it's not something you're used to. So all I can say is please try it, but if you don't want to, I totally understand. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna miss the hell out of y'all. And I hopefully Twitch becomes more accessible over time, or hopefully YouTube finally decides to add some features and some content creator protection. One of the two, we will see. Other updates that I want to talk about. Content, all right? Listen. Well, a really big one. Lucio Soñador, Wuthering Waves, Zenless Zone Zero, and content in general. Let's talk about this. Zenless Zone Zero and Wuthering Waves will no longer be on this YouTube channel for content unless it is specifically sponsored by Wuthering Waves or Zenless Zone Zero, or I don't know, I want to have a random discussion video, but I don't think I'm going to be doing that here. All Zenless Zone Zero content and Wuthering Waves content will be on a separate VTuber channel called Lucio Soñador. Now, let me talk about this real quick. So, we're seeing some people be like, oh, you're putting Wuthering Waves over there and you're putting Zenless Zone Zero over there because they're like, you just don't care about the games and you don't want the games over on the main channel and blah, 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 blah. Dog, just so we're clear, super important. Lucio Soñador is not a main channel, and this is not a main channel. The way I've always done content and will continue to do content is whatever I'm the most excited about at that moment in time, I'm gonna post about it, because that's where the passion is, that's where the excitement is, and I never want to upload a video where like you're just not getting me at my most childlike glee, you know what I mean, like excitability, just individual person energy. I want you to see me at my peak. I want to be at my peak for anything that I cover. So yeah, that's I say that to say that there's going to be moments where Lucio's getting a lot more content than UD. There's going to be moments where UD is getting a lot more content than Lucio. And just so we're clear, Lucio's a completely separate identity. It's a completely separate channel. I don't want these channels interacting with each other at all in terms of like mentioning what's happening on different games that are covered on separate channels. Wuthering Waves and Zenless discussions are to be had over there, and then other games are to be had over here. All right. We're also going to be doing a lot of traditional RPGs and JRPGs. You'll be seeing that over on the Lucio channel. What is Lucio? It's a VTuber channel. TLDR, I want to make this nice, quick, and punchy because I know you got a busy day. It's a VTuber channel with 2 goals. 1, to have a very unfiltered, no BS, just true, raw, authentic experience, but also a mature experience that I don't and never have been comfortable with doing on this channel. It's not to say we don't have mature discussions. We have had a lot of philosophical mature discussions over on this channel, and we're going to continue to do so. But there are some things I have never felt comfortable about discussing here. And part of that reason why is because of the fact that a lot of the things I can't discuss on this channel. Now, no, Dreamer, what does that mean? Are you like contracted under an NDA because you can't discuss? No, that's not what I mean, dog. There are certain things that I, as an IRL individual, cannot discuss about because if I do, it would be very, very, very bad. But in a fictional medium, because it's just fiction, it's a lot easier to have these type of discussions and these type of conversations. It allows for that without any ramifications of any type because it's just fiction. It's not real. It's just a VTuber. It's just for fun lore, if you know what I mean. So that's another big reason why that channel exists, is to have some stories that I've always wanted to share, because at the end of the day, I love experiencing and sharing stories with y'all that can't be shared here, that can be shared in a VTuber medium, which is why that channel exists. A huge reason why. So expect some original content over on that channel later down the road when there's some time for it. And when some projects get finished that I hope to get finished here pretty soon. Wuthering Waves and Zenless Zone Zero. What do you think about both games? Let's talk about Zenless Zone Zero first. Now, y'all know I'm going to be biased towards that game just in general because the style, the city urban fashion, the city vibes. I'm a city kid. I grew up in New York City. Like, that is, oh, bro, I love all that. You know what I mean? But also the game hasn't been out fully, so it's hard for me to give like a full discussion on it, but I have beta tested it and I'm very excited for everything that I've beta tested. Now, I don't know where it's going to sit in terms of the type of content that's going to be made, but I do know it's all going to be over on the Lucio channel. Part of the reason why is because there are going to be a lot more mature discussions that happen in city environments that I just can't have on this channel. Again, for the reasons we discussed earlier. And I just think it's going to be a lot more fun on a VTuber medium for a game that is as you know, wild as Zenless Zone Zero is. So that's a big reason why we're doing that. Now, Wuthering Waves, I did a YouTube community post that a lot of y'all got really heated about for whatever weird reason, and I kind of get why. Where I said the reason why Wuthering Waves and a lot of other titles, you know, RPGs like Elden Ring and, you know, other titles that we're doing, is a lot more mature, and I want more of the mature games to be over on Lucio. What does that mean? Are you saying Wuthering Waves is more mature than, like, you know, Genshin Impact or Star Rail? Or no, that's not what I'm saying. That's all subjective at the end of the day. What I am saying is the way that they present these topics, because the same topics are being presented across all of these games, are in a much more darker thematic. And before you're like, that's not true, like, you can look at the sheer color thematics and color palettes of both games, and it's of these games, and you can see that it's just a different environment and it's a different thematic, and it's presented a lot more blunt and in your face, especially knowing how Punishing Grey Raven goes later in the stories, going heavy into Eldritch thematics and all sorts of crazy experimental stuff that you also see in a lot of other titles, but this is a lot more in your face and is a lot darker in terms of the aesthetic that they do, that I believe they're going to do with Wuthering Waves. I feel like it's just going to fit a lot more on that channel. I just think it's going to be a lot more fun. And at the end of the day, I want to do what's the most fun and the most passionate, whether it's on this channel or if Lucio's covering it, you know? Now, on that note, I don't want you to go subscribe to that YouTube channel if that's not your cup of tea, or if like you just don't want to watch that content because At the end of the day, dude, only watch videos, even my videos, that you actually want to watch and you actually want to enjoy. While I appreciate the support in the same way that I like to stay passionate about the things that I do, I expect y'all to do the exact same thing, and I hope y'all hold yourself to the exact same way of living. Do what sparks a flame inside of you. Do what makes you excited like a child again is kind of how I like to tackle life and how I like to tackle all the content that I do. Yeah, if that's not your cup of tea, if that frustrates you, I apologize. That's just what I'm going to do because that's what I want to do. Now, in terms of content for this channel, I still don't know where I'm going with content for this channel. And to be honest, I still don't know where Lucio's going to be doing in terms of like consistent content over on that channel. I know for a fact JRPGs and non-gacha games is going to be a pretty big focus over on the Lucio channel. One of the first series that I do want to do over there is going to be an Elden Ring series that has been owed for a very long time, that I feel like Lucio is just going to do a lot better of a job at representing that series, just because I don't like to curse on this channel. It's just not my thing. I don't like to swear. And at the end of the day, like, I like to have the family-friendly vibes over on this channel. That has always been a big focus of mine. It's been one of my biggest things since way back in the day. Those are the vibes I want to have on this channel, you know? On the Lucio channel, I recommend that to a much more mature demographic. At the end of the day, if you're a kiddo watching that, that's up to you and like yo familia, but I want that to be just full-on liberated and crazy, wild moments over there, to have a dedicated spot for that. That way you get a bit of both worlds. It's kind of the goal of that. But for content for this channel, I still don't know what we're going to be focusing on. I very much rotate and have seasons of different games that I do, always have since the very beginning of this channel. We've gone from League, we've gone to Valorant, we've gone to Final Fantasy XIV for a little bit where we dipped our feet in. We went into Genshin Impact, we went into Honkai Impact 3rd, there was a little bit of PGR and AK, not as much anymore. Then we went into Honkai Star Rail, and you know, the list goes on and the list goes on. At the end of the day, I am always going to cover what I'm the most excited about. If there's a patch that I'm just not that hyped about, I'm not going to cover the patch. I'm sorry. I might check it out, but you're going to notice that there's just not going to be many streams on it. If there's another patch of another game that I am very excited about, you're going to notice a lot of content on that one. It's how I've always done things. It's how I will always continue to do things. I've read a comment from someone that I'm assuming was very mad with me just from the way that they were phrasing the comment, but I thought it was a very good comment, and it's something worth sharing. That way to dispel any confusion. I hate the fact that you just ride on the hype train of things that are the most exciting. That's all you're good for. That's all you're known for. You're a garbage content creator. Correct. You're right. No, I agree 100%. I don't know why this is a surprise. This has always been the case. This channel grew and blew up and started with reaction, breakdown, discussion videos on things I'm the most excited about. Sometimes they're short reactions, sometimes they're longer videos and longer discussions, but that's always been the focus of this channel, and that's always been like what I want to do. I like sharing what excites me the most and what makes me feel like a kid again with all of y'all, and like living in that sheer thrill and enjoyment, because life's too short to not do the things that you enjoy. And if you want to call me a hype train rider, then yeah, dog, that's what I've always been, and that's what I want to continue doing. Life's boring doing anything else. Why would I not do anything I don't find hype? It's kind of weird. I don't know. Maybe that's your cup of tea, and if so, like, hey, if it makes you happy, I guess I respect it, but I'm always going to do the thing that makes me shout the most from the bottom of my heart, or, you know, makes me bawl from the inner recesses of my heart and soul. Like, I want to feel the full range of human emotion at all times, and that has always been my thing. And that's not restricted to just gaming. And that's always been like the focus of this channel. And I want it to be an even bigger focus in the future. And what I mean by that is, we don't just do videos. We don't just do streams. I'm not just a streamer. I'm not just a video content creator. I'm also very big about community and IRL interactions and interacting with y'all in a very real life setting. It's why even before this channel was blowing up and had even started blowing up, I've been to TwitchCon back in 2018. We went to Anime NYC to see, before we ever got sponsored with Honkai Impact, what a Honkai Impact booth would look like over at Anime NYC way back in the day. Like, we've gone to so many different live exhibitions. We've gone to Anime Expo. We've gone to Germany Gamescom, we've gone to Japan, we've gone to China. We visited and got to interact and hang out and chat with so many different people over in China and Bilibili. Y'all are freaking amazing, by the way. Thank you so much for the support. And those are some of my favorite moments. Some of my favorite moments have always been interacting with you guys in a live setting and like just being able to give my thanks in person and being able to catch up and like share a cup of coffee or share even a few minutes at like a booth or a convention and just talk about the things that we love. And then, you know, move on with our day and save that story for when we come back on stream. I've never just been a video maker or just a streamer. I've always wanted to do what is the most exciting and then collect the most memorable memories and stories that I can collect and share that with y'all. That's always been the central focus of the channel. I want to do more of that. So you're going to be seeing a lot more IRL content here in the future. We just bought, thanks to the endless subathon that we're doing over on Twitch right now, 3,000 plus hours, an IRL streaming backpack, which is going to allow us to be able to stream in person and take y'all with us on a lot of these different journeys and areas that we're allowed to stream. Now, granted, I still want to make sure that I'm following and being super respectful of different cultures, spaces, and I'm not invading the privacy of any store, convention location, or group of people. But, you know, in spaces where we're allowed, I want to be able to take y'all with me in an IRL stream and share those moments and make those into videos and save those stream VODs, because I feel like having that human connection is so important and so vital, and it's always been my biggest thing that I've cared about the most. Like the number one reason I would like to, well, maybe not all content creators, but some content creators are focused on the art of the video. But for me, the biggest reason why I even got into YouTube is the interaction aspect. It's why, like, when we got to go full-time streaming, I slowed down on videos and I went way heavier into the amount of streams that we do. Interacting with you guys, whether it's in person or on stream, are always some of my favorite memories by far. And I love video making, but I do love that just person-to-person interaction way more. It's there's something very special about having a heart-to-heart, even if it's only a few seconds, even if it's only, you know, reading a live chatter, like, you know, for 10 seconds, or having a full-blown conversation back and forth, because I feel like that's what's the most exciting or what's necessary at that moment, you know? And I want that to be a big focus. So you're going to be seeing a ton of IRL content here in the future. Once the gaming content kind of slows down, because right now, dude, Wuthering just released, Endless is going to release here pretty soon. We got Anime Expo, Bilibili World over in China that I'm trying to go to as a promised subathon reward, so we can have a community meetup at Bilibili. By the way, I'm also going to Anime Expo, like I mentioned earlier. If you want to, you know, say hi over at Anime Expo. If you see me at a coffee shop in LA or California or just in any of these cities, never hesitate to say hi. You make me feel like I'm on top of the world, and you know, I'm stammering over my words right now because it's hard to explain the glee that you bring me when you know, to know that another person got a boost or felt recharged or energized. Yeah, that's kind of the TLDR. You know, quitting YouTube streaming, sorry, or doing a ton more Twitch streaming. That's gonna stay the same unless YouTube, you know, picks up the slack, or Twitch goes down to hell, right? Which, you know, who knows? They've done it before. The type of video content we're doing, Wuthering Waves and Send the Stone Zero, all content will be over on Lucio. And we've been doing a ton of daily streams, by the way, over on Lucio and UD, obviously with the subathon. So yeah, if you want to go check that out, you know, just hang out, chill, open world discussion, or open world exploration vibes. Feel free to join us. Sometimes we do a lot of like reaction sessions called Unreal Radio over on the UD Twitch channel, where we just literally react to some of your copyrighted videos that you want to see. Granted, the audio doesn't save anywhere, because it does go muted because it's copyright audio, but you can see it live. And so those are some of my favorite moments, just being able to discuss and nerd out about some of our favorite videos, not just in gaming, but animes and music and gaming as well, and all that stuff. So planning for Lucia to do similar content here in the future as well. And a big announcement, I am currently working on a very special thing to where instead of you paying for a YouTube membership where you don't get anything for it, or like a tier 2 or a tier 3 sub where you don't get any bonuses for it, making it so that there's a different way for those people to have way better benefits. to where you're getting more content or you're getting more benefits, but it's not taking away any of the content that we do already for free. I don't want to paywall any of the content we've been doing behind a paywall. Never want to do that. But bonus content that we can't put on copyright heavy platforms like YouTube or a platform like Twitch where they mute the VOD, but still have that content library be somewhere. You'll get updates on that pretty soon. I'm pretty proud of this thing that I've been working on here for a hot minute now, so stay tuned for that. And on that note, I just want to finish off with saying, like, guys, we've to slow down now and finish off on a more emotional note. We've hit 71,000 YouTube subscribers. We've broken and made over 1,000 videos on the lifetime of this channel, and that is crazy to think about, you know? Like, 1,000 videos and 71,000 YouTube subscribers. Like, that's so wild to think that so many of y'all vibe with the content, vibe with, you know, what we do, and you know, I'm able to share who I am with so many different people, and we can just nerd out and have, I don't know if the word is an escape, but a place where we can feel recharged and talk about the things that we love in a world and in a social media landscape that is so filled with negativity and drama everywhere. And to be able to do that is one of the biggest honors that I could ask for. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. And also, I just want to say I haven't had a proper video just yet to properly thank you guys for this. I've talked about it multiple times in a few YouTube community posts, Twitter posts, and on stream. I recently got to retire my mom, effectively, from her working overtime crazy hours in the medical field for 20 plus years. And that is one of the biggest dreams come true that I could possibly ask for. And that wouldn't be possible without y'all. I truly appreciate it. I can't even begin to explain all the changes that you have brought for not just me, but also my family. And to where on top of that, I can still do this full time and not have to worry about bills or the fact that, you know, family went to the ER a few months ago, and like if necessary, like I could have came in and helped cover those bills if there were extensive bills to be covered. They're totally okay, by the way. But like that peace of mind that y'all have brought, it's something that is very hard to put into words, but I do want to put into a video that I've been chewing on for a very long time, and it's been very hard for me to figure out how I want to format this video. But stay tuned for that, and I'm hoping I can release that by the end of this year, if not, hopefully early next year. But I have no idea when that's gonna come out. There's so much content that I still got to do, and there's so much content that I want to do. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. Thank you. On that note, also some upcoming trips. I got emotional tripping on my words, but some upcoming trips that I'm going to be going on here pretty soon. I'm going to be doing IRL streams of, and some community meetups of. If you see me there, feel free to say hi. Don't be a stranger. We're going to be going to TwitchCon NA, looking to go to Germany Gamescom, meet up with Bran and Duck and a few other people that are probably going to be there as well. And expect some vlogs coming out here in the future. And I want to end with saying this. I'm always going to do the content that I'm the most excited about and share the moments that I feel are my favorite moments that I could possibly share with you guys. And I'm going to continue covering the content that I want to continue covering. And at the end of the day, dude, I want to finish off with saying there's this weird, like, vibe or just tribalism going on with all these gacha games and video games where my game is better than your game and yada, yada, yada. And I, dude, like we get this with Hoyo games and it's all in the same company. I don't care, man. I really don't. I'm going to continue playing what I love. I'm going to continue doing what I do. This whole my game is better than your game is some of the dumbest things that I've ever seen in my life. And all I can say to that is how weird has has it been to see us go from an era where we were just gamers and video gamers that we used to geek out about, like the newest video game coming out, and now it's like, oh, like how dare you play this game or that game or say this about a game or yada yada yada. And I don't care personally. But on that note though, I would like to say that I'm gonna continue doing what I love, and I hope that no matter what happens, whether you end up continuing to like the content or you end up hating the content, you end up, you know, disliking it, it starts bringing you down. If my videos and streams ever start to drain you or it's not your vibe, like I hope you always stay honest with what you think about my channel, what you think about my videos and streams, because I don't want no in-between participation prize, man. I want you to give me your full, unbridled, hype me up when I do something awesome, but also like dig into me if I don't do something awesome. Dig into me and be like, bro, I don't think that opinion is right, or I didn't like this video, or just don't watch the video, you know, don't watch the stream, either or. But I never want to make a video or a stream where it's like it doesn't spark something out of you. I want to be in the center of like the loudest environment that I possibly can, which is why I shout from the bottom of my gut. It's why I cry from the depths of my soul for like the dumbest little moments or for the hypest moments, because like growing up in the environments and situations that I've grown up in, I didn't have many opportunities to do that. And that's why I make content, you know, to be able to experience just as much emotion as I possibly can, for better or worse. And I hope you're cool with that. And if you're not, hey, I get it. And to my haters and for the people that have been, you know, going crazy and sending some of the most wild comments and emails and messages and DMs and death threats. And by the way, that's normal, sadly. Don't forget about it. Any YouTuber above 50K subscribers is getting death threats daily. They might see it, they might not, but they are getting it, I promise you. I just want to say this to you. I'm going to keep making content. I'm going to keep making streams, probably on things that are probably going to anger you even more. Why? Because there are thousands of people that love it. And I don't care about some people that don't. I care about the people that love the content that I do, and I care about what sparks me the most joy and what I'm the most excited about. So all I can say to y'all that I want to wish harm or negativity on the video game content creation, not even like anything serious, video games, I'm gonna stay around for a very long time. I hope you'll keep watching, and if not, good. But if you want to keep sending hate my way in YouTube comments or engagement on Twitter, thank you. I appreciate it. Genuinely. Because that revenue that you're sending over our way, we're going to use it for the people that deserve more videos and deserve more streams, and, you know, for my family that deserve more opportunities and to be able to do cooler things on my end as well. To be able to do bigger things and have bigger community events, because, dude, I don't want to just settle for just regular videos on a video game or just a regular stream. I want to do big events in the future. I want to open up a coffee shop when I'm nice and old and I'm done content creation, right? And serve people coffee and share my stories with y'all. This is something I've talked about on YouTube streams and Twitch streams before, and live out my last few days like that. But before that, I want to create big, memorable moments and get to a point where we can financially afford it and share and create those experiences for us to enjoy. So for the haters out there, just know that I really appreciate the hell out of y'all for helping increase the ad revenue and helping increase, you know, the engagement so that we can have more of those special moments. So even if you hate me, have peace of mind in knowing that at the very least, you're creating some really cool special moments for other people that are much more deserving and are actually very excited. So have peace of mind in knowing that if you don't like my content or you don't like who I am, at the very least, you're helping bring excitement to other people. So thank you. Appreciate it. And for the people that I've shared some of the nicest comments that I could possibly ask for in the world, and I've met so many of y'all recently at conventions in NA and EU and in Japan and recently in China with the Bilibili community. Bro, I said this multiple times. Like I keep all the letters and messages that y'all have sent. I screenshot all the nicest comments y'all have ever messaged, and I keep it in like a private folder in a private Discord for me to review. So I never forget like all the love that y'all have sent my way, and I don't let the negativity get to me. Y'all are the reason why I can keep continuing content regardless of all the craziness happening out in the internet space. And I appreciate y'all so freaking much and love the heck out of y'all. Um, Thank you so much from the bottom of my soul. I really appreciate it. Y'all are the best community that I could ask for. I would die on that hill. I don't care. The people that are spreading toxicity and negativity, you're not a part of my community. Sorry, that's yeah, we don't and if you're sending hate to other creators and you're like, oh yeah, I'm a part of UD's community, we don't no, you know, that's not what we do. We don't do that over here. We don't do that over here. All right. Really appreciate all the people that have shown love and kindness my way, because it's very hard to do that, especially in a space where kindness is so limited and energy is so limited. And first and foremost, I always ask and please make sure y'all are prioritizing your safety, your energy, your sanity, your time, but also your financial stability, man. Like I'm in a very special place right now to where like I can have my mom not work and she can not have to worry about bills, and I don't gotta worry about bills, and we can create content, and I make a living off of video games, and that's something that's so special. And I can do that comfortably now. So pretty please, make sure you are not donating or becoming a member or especially for the subathon if you can't afford it and like you haven't treated yourself first and foremost. An empty cup can't fill another cup. It's just not possible. And if you try to, you'll just bang the glass and your cup will shatter. And you don't deserve that. No person does. And thank you so much for all the support, truly. And on that note, love the heck out of y'all. Thank you so much for the support. Until next time, be unreal as per usual. I would like to also say I'm not a perfect content creator. I want to finish off with calling out a lot of my mistakes. There are a lot of content that I still got to upload in both videos and stream VODs and all that. So I would like to say there is going to be a Twitch VOD YouTube channel for both UD and Lucio. Not together. They're going to be separate, two separate YouTube channels. One VOD channel for UD and one VOD channel for Lucio. That way y'all can see Twitch VODs. Now, if you want to see Twitch stream VODs the fastest, they are made available public and they are separated and titled properly for important content over on Twitch. There's still going to be a few day or a week delay until any of those VODs get uploaded to those YouTube channels. Those YouTube channels are coming very soon. For content that I still got to upload, there is a lot going on. I bite off more than I can chew. It's in the name, Unreal Dreamer. It's the biggest thing that makes me amazing. It's also my greatest flaw. I'm a very unrealistic person. Be unreal is always my saying, and I always strive for some of the craziest things, but because I strive for some of the craziest things, it requires a lot of planning and it requires a lot of things that we can do, and I don't regret none of it. I'm gonna continue doing what I do always, but just know that it's gonna take a while, but I am going to upload, whether you're still there for it or not, content that I said I would upload and content that I said I would do. No matter what. Thank you for the patience. I really appreciate it. And if you don't got the patience, I also understand. Totally understand. Thanks for supporting this crazy, unrealistic dreamer. Till next time, be unreal. Love the heck out of y'all. And stay safe. Take care of yourselves. Wish y'all the best energy of the world. Till next time, be unreal. Peace.